Joining us now is entertainment correspondent Josh McBride. Josh, thank you for being here. And can we just start with what you think Suzanne Somers' legacy will be?
Yeah, Natasha, it's so funny because I feel like I'm here often with you talking about unfortunate celebrity deaths at the time, and obviously it's a part of life. But this one feels a bit different. Today feels a little bit different. She was a multi-generational, multi-dimensional, really, actor, spokesperson, activist, author, leader. I mean, you just said it right there. Some of us grew up with her on Three's Company. I grew up with her on Step by Step. So I think what's so great about Suzanne Somers is she meant something different to all of us, but each age group sort of connected with her in a different way.
Yeah, and it's interesting. She was before her time in so many ways. I mean, we can talk about the health and fitness empire that she built in a second, but even in the way that she fought for equal pay with John Ritter, right?
Yeah, I noticed you talked about this the last hour, and I wanted to give a bit more detail. So as we know, she was, of course, on Three's Company, and she wanted equal pay. She, at the time, was making, I believe, $30,000 an episode for Three's Company. John Ritter at the time was making about $150,000 an episode. At the time, she fought with ABC. ABC came back to her and said, you know, we're only going to give you a $5,000 raise. At that point, she basically parted ways with ABC, saying that it was unfair. You know, Natasha, at the time, this was unheard of. Pay disparities were known, but were unheard of that people actually fought against them or said something against them. So this, you know, woman, an icon that she was, really was ahead of her time when discussing pay disparities in Hollywood.
I think so. And, you know, of course, she has become synonymous with her character, Chrissy Snow, on this show. But also, I hope synonymous with sort of knowing her worth decades and decades ago. And I do want to ask, I mean, she was an actress and an author, but later this huge health and fitness advocate. What is her impact there and in this world? And again, this is before everyone. It's true. Sam Rubin said earlier, is a health and fitness advocate now, selling hair care vitamins on Instagram. She was way ahead of her time in this way as well.
Oh, absolutely. And she was actually against when she got diagnosed with cancer. And by the way, we talk about the cancer that she got diagnosed with 23 years ago, which was breast cancer. But in her 30s, she actually got diagnosed with melanoma that she wound up beating, of course, later on. She was an activist when it came to holistic and changing your lifestyle to better yourself. She fought against chemotherapy and actually took some flack from the American Cancer Society because this was their sort of treatment that they knew to use. So 23 years ago, she went on Larry King Live to tell everyone that she had cancer, and then this past July it had come back. But how important it was to focus on an organic, excuse me, lifestyle and an organic way of thinking, always being outside, having a very active sex life, saying that helped. I think this was a person who really focused on looking inwards and going, what can I do for myself that's going to better me and maybe help the world around me as well?
Yeah, and I think, you know, Sam Rubin also spoke earlier. She really played into this dumb blonde persona on Three's Company, and it was very funny. Her physical humor, her slapstick humor was incredible on that show as well. But talk a little bit about how she transcended that trope and stereotype in all of the decades we had the pleasure of having her with us.
You know, Natasha, it's so funny because I feel like she was a person that picked from different apple trees, right? She wanted to be a leader. She wanted to be an activist. She wanted to be an outspoken person that came and said, you know, you're going to pay me the same amount. She wanted to be a person that was a leader amongst creating a better lifestyle, a holistic lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, products that she endorsed, but products that she loved. We remember her as the Thigh Master girl for so long, you know, catching her on infomercials and commercials in between, you know, Step by Step, or that was actually at the time Step by Step when that was on. You know, a lot of us grew up with her on TGIF. But she really became sort of this leader outside of being an actress. We know that she started as an actress. She had a bunch of uncredited roles in the late 1960s, then took a role in American Graffiti alongside Richard Dreyfuss and Ron Howard. But she really became more, right? She became someone that wanted to be have a bigger voice. And I think that that's the most special part about her. We can say she was an actress, we can say she was an author, but we can also say that she was a leader and a voice, sometimes even for the voiceless.
Absolutely. And I mean, even as we're looking at all these old photos, Josh, I'm struck all over again. She was just incandescently beautiful, stunningly beautiful, right? And yet her beauty was one of the least interesting things about her. And I think, isn't that amazing? What a testament to her, right?
Absolutely. And, let's not forget to mention the dozens of books that she's written on aging and menopause and beauty and wellness and sex. Natasha, I did want to bring up something that I thought was really sweet that I just found a little while ago. Her husband, as we know, you guys mentioned it earlier, Alan Hamill, he actually gave her a surprise early birthday gift. Now, we know her birthday. She was going to be celebrating her 77th birthday tomorrow. He made her a love note, and it was wrapped in pink peonies. He talked about, and you can find it online, and I know we don't have too much time, but he talked about how his love for her doesn't describe the feelings that he has for her relationship, about what it was so much more. You can see it there. He goes, what brand of love do I feel for my wife, Suzanne? I can't find it in any of the above. Or can I find it in any of the above?
Yeah.
There's no version of the word that is applicable to Suzanne and I. I mean, if you want to cry more today and to take a look at this note.
It's a beautiful thing. Josh McBride, thank you so much for your time. And we're leaving you right now. An emotional